Well, we got to move. Even though we got here second, they're going to unload us second, but I have to move because other trucks from the prison come in this door. I wanted to make sure I didn't lose my space though. So he promises me we will be second. So just hold on. All right. We will spin around the corner, see what surprises we have. In trucking, everything's a surprise. It's actually prisoners that unload our truck here. All right, he's moving. Bring around the Rosie. I get it. He's gonna back right into there. Which is okay, that puts him out of the way. He is a slow backer. Woo! Very slow. Now what's he doing? He had it perfect. He must have seen something that I didn't see. Now what is he doing? Oh boy. I think the sun's in his eyes, just like me, and you can't, in his defense, you can't see anything with the sun in your eyes, so he just didn't know where, you know, what he was doing, or you can't see. He doesn't want me to get in front of him, even though I was here first. I'm just circling around like I told you, but we're patient here while everybody else isn't. Good oranges, boy, those will perk you right up. Well, we got a dock, we pulled in, now we're getting unloaded. Thank goodness. Well, they got us unloaded, we're down the street now. Don't have a load yet, but we'll find something. They were fast. Very fast. Well, we're in the glamorous section of Texarkana. Unfortunately, this is an old truck stop. The remnants of what used to be . See what they got back here. Hopefully it won't be anything bad. Oh no, a donut shop. Just what I need. Well, I wasn't impressed by their donuts, so I just filled up my coffee. You'll have to trust me. I've been to like 3 doors. No, 2 doors. This is my 3rd one. And they keep saying go down to the next door. So it says look. So I'm looking. If you're a company, invest in some signs. Well, maybe this is it down here. Maybe they'll have a shipping sign. No, just a gun sign. We certainly know they don't like guns here, but no shipping sign. Jeez. All right, well, we found the door. And they're gonna load me. I gotta back her up. We're hauling plastic bottle tops. And it's light. Plastic bottle tops. That'll be really, really light for us. So let's get her backed up into the door here. This is an odd dock, and I'm having to do a weird turn like this because there's no room. And I don't think I'm gonna make it, but we'll try. I gotta clear that trailer. And we're almost jackknifing here. It's just one of those weird places. But we'll make it in. And we're gonna bump the dock, as they call it. They don't have lines painted here, so it's hard to know if you're straight. You just kind of have to guess. There we go. She's bumped. And he's going to load us right now. Nice day. We're looking at our route here. I usually don't go to New York, but I'm going up there today. Not New York, New York, but upstate New York where it's nice. Still infested with tolls though. Rand McNally is suggesting that $67 in tolls. I think that's low. I think it's going to be more, but that's what they're saying. So we'll see. I am going to show you the tolls as we go. And we're trying to actually work our way up to Maine this summer. And so eventually we'll get there, but and maybe on this trip. I mean, after this trip. I don't know, but that's what we're doing. See what I mean about not having lines? My tire is touching the line back there, but look at here. But on this side where I was concentrating on, you can't tell. It looks perfectly straight. Most companies paint lines, and then it makes it a lot easier for us. All right, well, we got loaded, and we're going the opposite direction now on 20 through Texas. Just a short distance till we hit Marshall, and then we're going to cut up and head on back up to Texarkana and go that direction. So we're rolling. Dang, I like that little red truck. There's just something about it that's awesome. But I got a red truck of my own. I would probably trade though. Well, we're here. One of the brand new pilots. Oh, that sound. We are in Caddo Valley, Arkansas, almost to Little Rock. And gonna stop here for the night. It's 4:52. We'll be getting up bright and early and rolling. And here's what our day looked like on logs. That pickup truck was backing in there, and that Celedon over there barged in and won't let him finish his backup. Boy, if I were that pickup truck, I'd be so tempted to just ram the Celedon. Oh boy. All the Celedon has to do is accelerate really fast and go and move out of the way, but he won't. Now he's yelling at him. I can't believe those guys did that. That is disgusting. I would never work for Celedon, ever. Bunch of thieves. Those guys anyway are. Not all truck drivers are that way, so you don't, I'm just showing it to you because I'm sitting here and that's what happened. But in this case, the Celedon definitely gets the rotten egg. Oh well, who cares? The guy went down there, the pickup truck, and he got a better space anyway, so maybe lightning will strike that Celedon tonight. Arkansas and headed to up through Tennessee, of course, going over the good old Mississippi. Right at the Tennessee state line. Downtown Tennessee, downtown Memphis. A little bit of rain this morning. In fact, I looked at the map and we're going to have rain most of the day. There's just a sliver coming down from the north, but it just seems as like it's going to haunt me the whole day. We are at the North 40 truck stop here in Holiday, Tennessee. Just taking a little bit of a breather. It's been raining the whole way. That little sliver I was talking about has been following us. So it's probably going to be raining the whole day. We'll just have to get used to it. Here in Tennessee, you can see how it goes north up to Louisville and then Cincinnati, which is the same way we're going. So it's probably going to be a lot heavier as we move on through the day. This guy is a friend, and he waved at us and everything when he went by, so sorry I didn't get your name, buddy. I should have asked you on the CB, but you're too far gone now. But a big shout out to you, man.
Like going north, people in general, brain dead, causes problems. Things broke down, they wrecked. You got two problems going south. About 3 miles from you, you got a broke down 18-wheeler in the hammer lane. And about 5 miles south of him, you got another one broke down in construction in the hammer lane. People won't go. Mailbox recipients. People don't need to be out here. They ain't got nothing better to do except be out here and die and get the damn way. I wish I'd just get up here so I could get a cup of coffee. I don't give a shit what y'all do, because I got all day to do it, and all night, and all day tomorrow, and all day. I got all the time in the world, baby.
Well, I can see the freeway is still jam-packed, so we made the right decision by stopping here rather than just sitting there on the freeway. And it's been about an hour here, so we're just going to stay here. We have only another 800 miles to go, and we don't have to be there till Monday, and it's Friday, so I got 2.5 days to do that. So let's just stay here in Kentucky. Well, they didn't have any healthy food, so I had to get McDonald's. You won't hear me say this often, but I should have gone to the Petro, because they would have had something. Just some of the smaller truck stops don't have any healthy food. Man, it's cold here. Good night. See you in the morning. Well, it finally stopped raining. Thank goodness. 4 in the morning and all's well. We'll probably make it to Buffalo, New York by tonight. it's cold. Summer's over already. Well, we're just getting out of Sanders, Kentucky, leaving the Loves here. Just filling up the coffee. It's a nice morning. Great morning to be trucking, as always. No rain, so it takes away all the stress from yesterday, having all that rain. So we're just sitting back and relaxing today. That's what I'm talking about.
You're watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
After Lodi, Pennsylvania, we hit this rain. Kind of ruined everything. A lot of construction through Cleveland. We're finally getting out of it though, thank goodness. Seems like we're following the rain right behind the rainstorm today.
In a half mile, keep to the left on I-271.
But we'll still be to the Flying J right near Buffalo at about 3:30 this afternoon.
In a quarter of a mile, keep to the left on I-271.
It could be worse, it could be snow. All right, we just made it to Pembroke, New York. We did 614 miles today. And tomorrow, here's what we have to do. Go over here almost to Albany. Right there. And that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. And as promised, I'm adding up the receipts of what it costs to travel up here in the Northeast, and you'll know why truckers don't want to come here, why we can't afford it. I'm coming here voluntarily, so it's a different case, but already today we've spent almost 20 bucks. Well, 20 bucks. And we're just a little bit into New York, so that's where we are so far on all the tolls. And we took a lot of breaks today, more than normal. I usually only take 3, 1 extra break, and drove 10 hours instead of 11. And this was the rain we dealt with. This storm, the swirling storm, followed us the whole way ever since we left Lodi. It just like hovered, like Pigpen, like dirt hovers over Pigpen from Peanuts cartoon. That's what the rain cloud did. Frustrating. It's part of this time of year, though. Rain is, part of it. It's still frustrating, but it's part of it, just like I said last night. Well, we're at one of these service plazas this morning. It's been raining the whole way again, but we have a tailwind. That's good news. Kind of just kicking back. We don't make our delivery until tomorrow morning, so we're gonna go to the TA right up here in Johnsonville, New York. Glad you guys are riding along. When you go along 90 up here, you follow along with what used to be the Erie Canal, and you can still see the remnants of it. Back in the olden days before trucks, we got our goods around, not on a truck or even a horse cart, but they used rivers and lakes. And they built the Erie Canal, which was a huge way of moving freight around back before we had trucks. So if you ever have some time, look up the Erie Canal and see what that's all about. And even if you have time to come up here, and if you like that kind of thing, it'd be a good thing to study and actually see the Erie Canal. Okay, we've arrived here in Johnstown, and we're backing into our spot for the night. All right, well, we just have a couple miles to go in the morning to make our delivery all the way from Texas here to upstate New York. It's been quite a trip. Oh, and as promised, here's today's receipt. $52.50. Everything on there is accurate. You're seeing it live, how much it cost me just to drive through New York. Not even the whole way, just from when we left this morning from Buffalo. Yet another reason why people don't want to come up to New York and drive in the Northeast. And this is just getting up here. Now and then I have to turn around and come all the way back. It'll be another $100 getting out of the Northeast. So, but we're still trying to get to Maine. So that will be, I'm going to start looking for a load right now from here up to Maine. Although I've already been looking and there's not much freight going up there. So might have to do some deadheading. Not really sure. Trucking is full of not really sure stuff. Well, the restaurant setup in there was a little bit odd. They didn't have a counter you go to order to-go food. And it took them like 30 minutes just to make a grilled cheese. So don't come to this TA if you want to have fast to-go food, because it isn't fast. The sandwich is actually pretty good, and I wasn't really criticizing the restaurant, just don't get there for something to go. You know, a long wait for something to go. I think they want you to stay there and get salad and soup and all that first, and then you don't even notice how long it is. Well, we've arrived here at the receiver, and they're 10 minutes late opening the door, so everybody's gathered around the door. I figure, why go up there and stand up there? Really nice up here. A few minutes ago, it was flurrying. You know, you could see the snow coming down. It went away right away. I guess it's cold enough here to snow. Hey, one of the benefits is they actually give us a bottle of water. 2 bottles if you want. Well, we got a door, so we're going to back up into it. When I first got here at 6 o'clock, this green truck, I didn't know what he was doing, but he had pulled up to that bin of water that you just saw me take the water, and he loaded up probably 15 to 20 of those gallons of water on the side of his truck. I didn't know what he was doing at the time, but now I know. He's loaded with water. I don't know if they want you to take that many bottles, but I wouldn't have room for that many unless I put some in my trailer. Hopefully they'll get him unloaded quick and we'll get out of here. Even though I still haven't found a load to Maine, I found a little load from Massachusetts to New Hampshire, which is probably the closest I'm going to get. We'll see if I get that one. It doesn't pay very much, but it's better than deadheading. We'll see. Hopefully I'll get it. As soon as we get parked here, I'll give them a call and find out the details about it. I'm going to make sure Nestle doesn't own this, though. Not a fan of Nestle water. Nestle's quick, yes, but not Nestle water. We're safe. They don't own this. This is probably the only bottled water that Nestle doesn't own, unless they secretly own them under some other name. But it doesn't say anything about Nestle on this water. And the reason is Nestle treats their drivers horrible. Never, ever try to do a Nestle load if you don't have to. Nestle water. All right, we made it to Ludlow, Massachusetts. And like I promised, we're going to look at the tolls. One toll for $4.80 and the other one for $15.35 for New York. And that doesn't include the Massachusetts ones. Now they mail them to you. They don't have any way of you paying, which it's kind of better, but you also don't get to see it. So the pain isn't there. It's like having a credit card. They mail you the bill and you have to pay for it then. So I will add all that up at the end when we're finally done. Well, I took a wrong turn here in Boston, but it got me to a right place. Now I gotta go back. I was so worried about a bridge, a railroad bridge, that I missed the turn. So we gotta go back and navigate that turn again. Don't want to make any mistakes in the Northeast because of low bridges and stuff. So we'll make it this time. These old places aren't made for trucks like mine. All truck traffic bear right. All right. I'm sure these houses love hearing this truck.
Destination at 700 feet on the right side.
Looks like we made it. Not going to Staples.
You have arrived at your destination on the right side, 111 Adams Road.
Did you ever wonder what happens to your electronics when they don't work anymore these days? You know, everything is disposable. You know, you buy a TV and then it doesn't work, you just throw it away and you buy a new one. Whereas in the olden days, they made them last a long time. Well, these days, we go to big warehouses like this, televisions, or any kind of an electronic, and it's disassembled and put in separate bins and then recycled and melted down and used again. We just have to get the door shut. One thing I like about this trailer, it has these new hooks. Much better design once you figure out how to use it than the other ones. And we want to make sure that's latched up there. Well, we're getting out of the TA here in Greenland, New Hampshire. Looks like we could be in for some rain. will say this TA is quite far off the freeway. About 2 miles. Which is one of the furthest that I know of off of an interstate. I remember coming here before. Those of you who live here are going to have to tell me if that's the actual size of a moose. So my top of my head comes up to his eyes. No wonder they damage your truck when they hit your truck. Jeez. You don't see me doing this very often anymore. Guess what? I had a hose break under my truck. I'll show you in a second. Let me get this trailer disconnected. See those two hoses which cool the transmission fluid? They're rubbing together and have caused a hole in them, and they were telling me here at Volvo, if those go, usually the two brackets, one on either side, you have to get new brackets also that hold the hoses in. So they got to get the part and then put it in, and we're gonna be here a few days in Maine, so it's not what I had planned, but it's what's happening. So we're gonna separate from the mothership here and go get a hotel, and we'll go from there. All right, we're leaving Volvo. It's 11 a.m. so all right, the saucer is now separated. You know what? They're really nice up here. That helps. They don't have the snotty bank teller attitude or anything, so that really, it seems like everybody up here is nice. They don't have that New England, you know, Boston and New York attitude. I would say it's a great day to be trucking. How about this? It's a great day to be in the trucking industry. Even when you're broke down, you can make a good day out of it. I could be having to call Uber right now. We're in Portland, Maine. Great place to break down. So I'm not even looking for loads right now because I don't know the day that I'll be leaving. Well, let's see what the room looks like. Well, it looks pretty good. It's got the real flavor of Maine in it. Lighthouses and rocks. It's hard to believe they got the part in an hour ago. They had the hoses on within an hour, and now I'm ready to go. All I got to do is go pay for it, and we should be on the road. Thanks to Volvo here in Portland. O'Connor, Volvo, and Mack here in Portland. I can't say enough good things about them. Thank you guys. And thanks Guy, the service manager here. He's the one that helped push this through. I really appreciate it.